Alex, we mentioned on a previous video about people starting conversations with customers in a positive manner and stop apologizing for being there. I'm also conscious that there's also something there throughout the meeting. So, what sort of language when you're in front of your customer is helpful, and also what's unhelpful?
It's a really good question, as ever, Gareth. And this is really the distinction between soft language and clean or clear language. And this is where the unconscious mind plays tricks on us and reveals what's going on inside. And explaining that a little bit more, very often we will use language that gives away doubt in the messages that we are trying to get across. And what I want to share with you is how important that is and how to avoid that contaminating the messages. So, for example, if you say the word hopefully, just as you're talking about a great opportunity or you're bringing to life the message you want to say, that itself will see doubt in that message. Or if you use the word perhaps or maybe, or if you drop in language like kind of and sort of, it loosens everything up. And people who communicate really well are much cleaner with their language and avoid those giveaway words that maybe reveal, and I use the word maybe intentionally here, maybe reveal some of the doubt that they have inside their head around the argument that they're putting across.
Yeah, and it's interesting, isn't it? You hear this language a lot. I mean, for example, you might hear people say, like, maybe I'm going to go on a diet and lose weight, which 9 times out of 10 means no, they're not. So what's the impact of that soft language, from the customer perspective?
Well, the impact is it operates again very often at an unconscious level. They may be unlikely, and I again use the word maybe as a possibility rather than a doubt. They may be unlikely to consciously notice that language, but what they will do is it will have seeded a doubt at an unconscious level in their mind around the confidence that you have in what you're trying to say. So this is really important, because if you are able to clean that up, and that's the key, what you do is you seed certainty rather than doubt in the receiver's mind, and that's really powerful.
And so just to finalize, what's one of the best tips you could give for getting people to, raise their awareness of the type of language they're using?
So it's a great question. So there's lots of answers to that. So make sure that you get feedback around that. Make sure that maybe you even see yourself on video in that. But notice we're not talking about perfection here. This is not about making sure that you are 100% clean in that language. This is about making sure that you are 100% choiceful in your language. The best way that I have found to do that is to take time, to take pause in the way you deliver the message you want to deliver. That way, you're much more able to be deliberate in your language choice rather than filling those gaps with ers and ums and so on. And the prize here is interesting because the research suggests very clearly that if you pause when you speak, or if you're thoughtful when you deliver your message, you come across much more credibly anyway. So it's a win-win. You come across more credibly, but you're also able to choose your language more cleanly. Again, it's not about perfection. What it is about getting close to really clean delivery so that you no longer see doubt in the receiver's mind.
Okay, some great tips there, Alex. Thank you.